Bagfuel, baby.
Bagfuel, we back. Like, subscribe, super thanks. You know I love the super thanks. Who don't like free gifts? You heard?
Free
Go to
money
Bagfuel.
too.
Go to bagfuel.com. Go cop my cookbook. Go cop the Bagfuel baby t-shirts and sweatshirts. I got my own merch up there. My biggest New Yorker merch. Go cop that. It's at the Teespring. It's cheap. If you want to join my school, it's on a school app, ESSO, university. It's only $47 a month. It'll change your life. But today we're Houston still. Got my partner to the right of me as always.
Hynaken, and I'm putting it out there right now. Bagfuel and Hynaken, myself, we will be infiltrating F1. Let's start right.
That's his goal.
That's just introduce him, but I want him to start an interview a certain way. But introduce my man right here. You got
he can introduce himself.
Nah.
Man, you know what it is, man. Fucking with the homies, man. Killa Kyleon, definitely in the building. H-Town's finest, Kill Bill, the man of many names.
I want you to start this interview this particular way, because you said this off camera and it needs to be said on camera. What did you say to Esso about what you like, what he be saying?
I like the fact that he come from the essence of real hip hop. I feel like this shit is a dying lost art right now. I feel like shit ain't what it used to be. When you come from the beginning of the culture, if you're in the age demographic that's seen where this shit started and where it is now, I come from a different part of the culture.
Yeah.
I come from the essence of where it started, when shit was authentic. When niggas didn't wear the same jewelry another nigga wore. Niggas didn't wear the same hairstyle a nigga didn't wear. Nigga didn't even want to rock the same clothes a nigga rock because it was called biting. Niggas didn't want to look like a nigga. Niggas didn't want to sound like a nigga. You got annihilated for sounding like another nigga.
Quickly.
You know what I mean? But me being a Southern dude, I grew up on nothing but up top rap. That's all I ever grew up on. That was real rap to me. So coming from the essence until now and seeing the whole shift, the shit feel like I'm in the Twilight Zone.
What's the difference? I know what the difference is, but I like to hear the other people's idea of what the difference is right now. Why is it not as good as when you're talking about?
So definitely why it's not where it used to be is because skill set don't matter no more. You know, it's not about a skill set. It's not about mastering your craft. MC was a many things, you know what I mean? Like lyricism really isn't took. Everybody want to be on the vibe and pop shit, but shit not even reality no more. You know what I mean? Nobody perfecting their craft. Nobody really talking about shit. Everybody talking about the same shit, and there's no depth in the shit. It's damn near like you got TV dinners and you got soul food. Soul food take a little bit more to make. You know, the microwave shit be heated up, but you gotta think, when you put shit in the microwave, it don't fully cook. When you put shit on the stove and in the oven, it cook exactly where it's supposed to cook. And you gotta think, that's why the mindset be, I compare rap to sports a lot. So when I hear niggas have the GOAT debates, I go back, I take that same debate and apply that shit to rap. Cause there's niggas that exist now within this realm of rap that could have existed back then. And there's niggas that wouldn't have survived.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Cause I seen some shit Chuck D said the other day about niggas value the dollar more than they value the man. Meaning that, you know, in a New Yorker way, when a nigga try to trump him with a little bit of money, nigga be like, nah, nigga, I'm good. I don't need that. I don't need that. I'm really just giving you free game as an elder. But niggas don't even want to take the elder free game no more.
They feel like they're being downplayed when you're giving them game. That's what I see sometimes. It's like you got to talk to people a little bit different. They feel like you got to talk to them like a peer so they can absorb the information a little bit better. That's my perspective of what I'm seeing out here right now. And it's interesting what you're saying, because the people that's giving us the most pushback about the quality of music and what's going on is people that never made it, that's our age. The younger people are like, thank you. And the people that really made it are like, just like when you walked in, you said, thank you for saying what you're saying, because this is what's really happening.
100%. I feel like, so The way I can break it down is so different because I'm very literal with everything that I say and I'm intentional with my words. So I feel like teaching is something that an OG's supposed to do. It's whether or not that you want the game that the OG gonna give. Because a lot of niggas can see a nigga with $1 million and we in the time of the day now where niggas only want to listen to a nigga with some money. I gotta put the jury on
Yep.
only because a nigga wanna see that and he gonna only listen because of that. A nigga don't want the knowledge itself. They don't want that no more. You gotta think back then, half the rappers from up top was 5%ers.
Evidently,
Yeah.
more than that, it seemed like.
It was a lot.
Even when niggas didn't even tell you. I found out later that niggas was 5%ers and didn't even know.
Yeah, a nigga don't know nothing about the sons of God, man. Niggas don't know that. I'm a Southern nigga that know that because I'm a student. You know what I mean? It's different from being a nigga that just actually rap. I think when niggas lost the skill set, niggas start saying, I ain't a rapper, I'm a hustler. It's damn near an oxymoron like a nigga on the internet saying, I ain't with all that internet shit. Nigga, you own it. You know what I mean? If you not a rapper, what the fuck you putting words together for? You are that. I am that first. And I think social media made it where niggas is getting too personal to where they not even holding a nigga to a certain standard no more because they want the ideal of the nigga to sell the character of a nigga.
But Killa, the standards is low.
Very.
Okay? So when I'm arguing with people, I can't name no names on this camera because if I start running down names, niggas really gonna be mad.
I'ma name names.
No, niggas gonna be hurt. See,
because I'm big on accountability.
See, but listen, it's different. I'm gonna say this. If I was a rapper and I was in my town and I'm giving my opinion about other people that rap, it's different. I don't rap, right?
Yeah.
So I'm giving an opinion on the business side,
100.
on the student side,
and that's what I'm gonna
and on the fan side,
100%.
right? So when I'm watching shit, I'm saying to people, okay, if you're an artist, right, you can't just spit bars. You have to make songs, make records.
100%.
You gotta make records because the biggest problem with all these people,
Nobody
I got
can make a
bars.
record.
Yo, Esso, I got bars. Some of them might have some bars, right?
But niggas
But
don't know how
the
to make
whole
records.
point of having the bars is to take those bars and put them in a song form that people can relate to the masses.
I can segue off that. I always knew the elements of what you had to have in order to be a successful artist. See, they don't have artist development. There's no more artist development. Everybody so caught up in moments, they ain't caught up in the actual building process. It's just like when you building a crib, the foundation gotta be laid first. You gotta lay the ground first. Then you come to the foundation. You can't start off building the roof down. You know what I'm saying? So everybody so caught up in moments. And what I mean by moments, nigga can put something on there, go viral, and they feel like boom, it's there. But all this shit smoke and mirrors. That's the whole game. Because the business thing got taken away. See, I'm gonna go way different with this shit in the interview because I feel like I'm around niggas that come from the essence of it. So now I gotta pop shit to where they not educated on the business because you gotta think again, we was messengers in the 80s. We was messengers in the 90s. We could actually get to our people and that's how we deliver messages to people that we couldn't actually talk to. Niggas was teaching. You had Kool Moe Dee that was a teacher. You had KRS-One that was a teacher. You had Rakim that was a teacher. You had Public Enemy that was a teacher. You had messengers that where you seen niggas appreciate their blackness. You seen men appreciating a black woman. You seen men calling them queens. You seen black women trying to uplift black women. The white folks seen that was too powerful.
Yep.
So the Jews had to come in and infiltrate that shit to make it a business. But they also didn't want us to create generational wealth that way neither because it was too much money on the table.
Did we even know about generational wealth, Killa?
That's the thing.
Were we even
we
thinking
were
about
on the verge of learning, so you stifle it.
As we was in the process of us learning and understanding, you had black men that was in position that was trying to gatekeep it for us. Like it's so many, see the thing that I love about the internet now, you can't hide information. So when information is given, Some that's gonna catch it, and some that's not, that's distracted by the algorithm, because the algorithm ain't doing nothing but design to brainwash, just like everything else they've been doing. You know what I mean? I gotta tap into that because I feel like the people got to understand that the game, they didn't fuck the game up.
But Killa, I'ma say this, right?
Yeah.
If they wasn't there before, they don't know. We had Zeddy Will on the show, and Zeddy Will is popping, okay?
Yeah.
He got records everywhere, popping, traveling,
Viral dances.
shows,
Yeah.
viral, right?
Yeah.
No killing music,
We
just-
talked about him, and we talked about how the money was different. He said the money was different, and me and Clue was like, hell yeah!
Yeah,
At
the money
same
was
time.
nonstop.
Yo, but they don't. And I'm saying this to say, Killa, they don't know what they don't know. They missed
I'm
it.
gonna give it to them.
They missed
don't
it.
even believe
So, Killa, this is what I'm saying. We out here. They can't fathom what we're telling them. I'm saying, yo, bro, that wasn't like that.
So I'm gonna tell niggas this, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm a Texan. I'm a Southerner.
Mm.
Hip hop here, we was rich without labels. We didn't need none of that shit. You just left from interviewing my brother. Nigga been a multi-millionaire since 17.
That's what I thought he
Yeah,
said it.
he said that.
Off of, and that's what this is. You know, we was up before we even had a deal. Boss Hog Outlaws was already there. Swisher House was already there. Screwed Up Click was already there, because you gotta think, we street niggas that took the street sense of hustling a product. Music is a product. So we didn't have people in the way that didn't understand. See, when everybody came down here, they didn't know how to facilitate our music. They didn't understand it. They didn't know. We did not have to leave Texas.
We talking
You know
about
what I'm saying? So I'm
But
finna
did that help? Did that
It
did that help or did that hurt?
100% it helped.
But you know what it didn't do? It didn't get the shit out to the world. So when y'all talking,
I'm gonna tell you
talking-
what he's saying. I'm gonna say why. New York, for years, was the mixtape capital. Think about this. The business model you're speaking about, doing independent music, the first nigga to really do it the way a Southerner does it is 50 Cent.
I got
Think about it in reverse.
I gotta disagree.
Okay?
DJ Clue was doing the shit.
No,
I'ma
he's
name
not
the
an
first
artist.
two niggas that actually.
He is an artist though.
I'm finna name the first two niggas that monetized this shit in New York
Okay,
and that attached to it first. Niggas gotta pay homage to French.
French
Knew
Montana.
everything that was going on out here. French knew. French was monetizing the mixtape shit. Then you had Clue that started monetizing. Then you had Fifth that seen what niggas was doing, took it and ran. See, the difference is y'all had a whole industry there.
Mm-hmm.
So y'all could facilitate the music. Y'all had labels on fucking hand. We didn't have none of that. So what we had an audience. And the difference about our audience and our hoods and being that Houston so fucking big, just like y'all got a 5 boroughs, we not no different from y'all. We just call them different
Wards.
shit. We got wards, different neighborhoods, different shit, but you gotta think, bro, in the South itself, we had basketball players, entertainers, football players that would hear these tapes. We had Screw that was the ear. New York probably didn't know right off. Niggas knew by Face and niggas knew by Jay because they was in the industry busting moves.
Yeah,
We was niggas out here in the streets to where when we had our street mixtapes and we had our niggas that was to the streets, we had our Clues, our K-Slaves, we had DJ Screw.
Mm-hmm.
So not only did we have DJ Screw, it's a plethora of others. You gotta remember, nigga, Primo from here.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, we say that.
Primo a South Park nigga. Primo from my hood. So Primo left here, went up there, but Steve, Primo fucked with Daryl Scott, who was one of the first niggas to slow shit down, and they fucked with DJ Screw. See, it take a nigga like me to make niggas know, and I can connect the dots a little bit more because I'm more musically inclined and know so much shit going on up there because I paid so much attention. This the beauty of it. Just like we would sell a product, we would use the music like it was dope. We pressed up our own fucking CDs. When we say we was 100,000 out the trunk, we was 100,000 out the trunk at $9.99 a piece.
Mm.
And we'll get rid of that 100, repress. We had stores and we had out of town just like a nigga go drop off to work out of town. We would literally take this shit like work, go to different stores, and see this what fucked the game up. This what created 360s. This what created, and they had to flip the game to where these niggas getting too much money. And we not able to attach to the money because we getting tax-free goddamn money for one. We don't need a distributor. We don't need marketing, promotion, and distribution because we doing that ourselves. So we have different stores from here, Dallas, Corpus, San Antonio, Lubbock, damn near the whole way through this shit, all the way to Louisiana when you had mom and pop stores. They didn't have to wait on a label rep to come in to get the music distributed. Nigga, we can drop when we want, when we feel like it, and we use just like a business model within a major label when they had different, where they would market around events. When we had major events here, we dropped tapes for major events here. So when we went out there, we'll go out there with 30, 40,000 motherfucking tapes. Them bitches is gone. We'll walk around with backpacks, nigga, like we selling blunts and motherfucking bricks of cocaine, nigga, but we got music. And we will come to that bitch with that shit, leave with nothing but an asshole pocket full of money.
It doesn't get enough publicity, even though it's a big story. When Drama got knocked, overnight.
Over nothing. I was a part of that.
What you mean?
I mean, over damn near nothing because
you say you was a part of it, like what the?
I mean, I did a gangster grill. I don't mean a part of the case.
I got you.
No, he's a part of
what I'm saying, a part of
the
what
legacy
was going on
yes.
when they start. That's what started fucking up all of the record and tape shit. That wasn't nothing but the higher up.
There you go.
Throwing down niggas' money. That's because
that's why I bought it up.
And promotion because you didn't need niggas.
You didn't need
could
it.
go right to Clue,
Think about it.
Drama,
all them niggas
Envy.
didn't need them.
Put my record up there, nigga.
Nigga,
I'm
it's
hot,
on.
nigga.
I'm hot.
I'm hot,
And then, nigga, what we gonna do, like we do if you a street nigga, bro, I'm gonna come up there, anything you need me to do, nigga, when you my homie already. So I'm gonna go on a media run with you. We don't need they budget for the media run.
No, we
nigga, you the media run.
Yeah.
I'm gonna come fuck with Drama. I'm gonna go fuck with Clue. I'm gonna go fuck with SNS. I'm gonna go fuck with so many different niggas that I already fuck with that I don't need. I don't need. And nigga, whatever
I'm hot.
need.
No, y'all gonna come see me because I'm on all these niggas' tapes.
Yeah.
I'm dropping freestyles.
It's already hot.
And then I'm hot
nigga,
out
y'all
here.
come down here, I'ma tag you. All it started doing, we start having a barter system within each other.
That's exactly how it's supposed
Come
to
on
be.
down here, nigga. Come to Texas. I got this, and the third. Come over here, I got this, and the third. So now you got Who Kid popping with 50 now. You got Clue fucking with Sport now. You got K-Say fucking with Pap now. You got so many niggas. The mixtape shit from 99, damn near to 07.
That was something else.
Nigga, we didn't need them people.
No.
We didn't need a label. We didn't give a fuck about no label. Anything that a nigga was doing anywhere else, and we was having more money than niggas that.
But is that why y'all don't get the creative credit in the full landscape of hip hop? Because that's regional money.
All right,
It's
watch
a
this
lot
up.
of fucking money.
They call
Listen,
it the Chitlin Circuit money.
I'm gonna be honest with you, my G.
No,
we in the Midwest with this shit. We in New York with this shit. We fucking with niggas out there. A lot of niggas just didn't know we was fucking with niggas from the street to the beat up there. We was coming through there, taking care of our business. When George Daniels had his store in Chicago,
I'm not
we
talking
up
about
there.
that way. I'm talking about to the world.
To the world.
Because
Niggas knew.
because these people that we're talking about, these fans are followers.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? So
100%.
New York nigga, I know about the South because my father's from the South.
Yeah.
My mother's from Pittsburgh.
But y'all was on a different frequency. So you 100% right. But I'm saying the frequency to where our shit got up there, we had NBA players that took that shit up there.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, exactly.
We had NFL niggas that took that shit up there. We had niggas like Glenn Robinson, Shaq.
Big dog.
Shaq a Texas nigga by way of New Jersey.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Louisiana,
out here,
Texas,
cold.
exactly.
So it's niggas that was taking the product, and it was niggas that was up there coming down here. You know what I'm saying? And fucking with us. Niggas didn't know Jimmy was actually out here in the streets. Right when they was doing the scissor shit and all that, right before Ballin' hit, Jimmy was living out here. Jimmy was out here fucking around. We was fucking with niggas. You had Cash Money that was moving around like crazy. Niggas really didn't understand it, but once we hit the industry, the shit hit like a fucking typhoon
Yeah,
because
man.
they didn't know how to even, they put us against each other more than they did put us with each other because Swish House went one way, Boss Hog went one way, these guys went this way, that's because you got nerds and motherfuckers that's not in the streets at this point in hip hop. You gotta think, late 99s, early 2000s, they started seeing an influx of black wealth.
Yeah.
So they had to intervene with that shit and they had to start putting their people in position and attaching certain motherfuckers. That's when you start seeing it wasn't no more A&Rs. Think about it, nigga.
No
you had
more.
niggas probably from your hood that was with a nigga that was on fire. Nigga, you got an A&R job, nigga. You know the music. When you start going to the label, we coming to the label with this music, what they start doing, they start putting a young Jewish nigga attached to y'all niggas now. Like, we need you to go look and see what's going on, act like you wanted
Pay
them.
for everything.
Get in there, pay
for-
for shit.
see what they
on
talking
the
about,
back,
see how
on the
them-
back end, we gonna put that apart. We gonna attach that to the budget. We gonna
We
attach
gonna
that to
attach
the
your
budget.
fee to the budget.
To the
We
budget.
gonna pay
When we
you.
come back, it's gonna be so much money. These niggas is not gonna be familiar with this shit. So they start infiltrating slowly but surely. But when they start seeing all the money we was making here, oh nah, these niggas don't need marketing. They don't need P&D. They don't need distribution because they going in and they directly connecting. So it ain't no middleman. Nah, nigga, them niggas doing they shows, getting all the money. They go on the radio with their own money. And they finding a radio rep, so they don't need our radio
Go right
rep.
to the radio rep.
Nigga, we already know the game. Give a nigga 200,000-300,000. We'll go up there, work a record, get with a P&D nigga within radio, pay that nigga, pay whoever else, and we ain't gonna say that on our
we
podcast.
know,
we
we
know
know
what's
what-
up. You
But
saying
I'm
it
just-
the right way.
But what I'm saying is, we learned by watching everybody else do what they doing, but we like, what the fuck we need them for? Because up there, niggas only knew how to get to them people because y'all can touch them. We didn't. So what we had to do, we had to go down there, set up shop, move and shake, find out who to talk to. We already attached the niggas up there that's fucking with y'all. They telling us and giving us the fucking game. Because when we went in the Interscope as Boss Hog as an entity and we went through Geffen, this right when 50 started popping. Then you got Soulja Boy in the building at the same time, a young kid from Mississippi that's finna, one of the first kids to go viral off the internet shit. He in the building too. Right now, we at between 2003, 2005, this where the shift coming in where it ain't nothing but black wealth. You gotta think, we had a bunch of moguls and shit then. That was too much going on. Now black wealth and legacies finna start getting created. Now they gotta infiltrate that shit because these niggas getting too much motherfucking money. Boom, here go the 360 deal. Y'all niggas go do shows, we get a percentage of that. You do any merch, we get a percentage of that. You go over here and you do any commercial acts, we get a percentage of that. So that's pretty much you getting a percentage of shit that you not even doing.
Working
It's
for.
getting bigger than the music at this point.
It's the mob structure.
You know
Kick
what
up
I'm
the
saying?
envelope.
Exactly. But now they moving our people out and moving they people in. And what a lot of niggas don't know, they don't even understand they made a machine that made it even more easy for us with the internet. It's just niggas is not using
Did
it.
it correctly.
They not using it correctly.
Because they didn't have because they didn't come up when we didn't have this.
Yeah.
Hitmaker just came on the show. Me and Hitmaker went back and forth for a mad long time. You know what he said at the end? He said, now I understand this nigga. He said, because he's saying, with all this shit you got out here, none of these niggas...
Niggas will be billionaires.
Nigga, we asked Master P, we had P on the show, and we said, P, you think you could do it again? He said, yeah, nigga, it'd be even easier because I really got money.
Yeah.
These niggas out here ain't
They
got
ain't have no money
money
till they got in the building because they relied on the building's money.
to give them. There you go. Why everybody down south in the Midwest? You know how they refer to the white people? Remember I said Big Gip, them people. We the only people. We the only people that
We got our own language.
The East Coast niggas the only one like the white people. Everybody else.
We say them people.
I'm adopting that.
Yeah,
I'm
we
taking
don't
that
need
home
them
because
peoples.
shout to Big Kid, because Big Kid said, we don't fuck with them peoples. Me and Dre 3000, we don't fuck with them peoples.
Because you gotta think, nigga, we ain't on the plantation. That's what we call out
We
here.
gave our hip hop away.
We gave that shit away, but this the thing that I keep telling niggas.
Gave our shit away.
Fuck them up. They fucked up when you got certain niggas that got to the mountaintop and they seen what the whole playing field looked like.
Mm.
They fucked us. We done got here, now niggas got a number. Think about it, bro. When Russ got up there, Russ got to them millions, them people wanted to buy that shit out.
Fat Farm.
They wanted to buy that shit out. Russ like,
about
nigga, I'm
label?
not selling. So they come back to him, he get popping a little bit more. They come back to him. And it's time, bro. What you gonna do? We good, we don't need y'all. Oh, you don't need us?
Then they started losing money.
Nah, they losing money. Now you got an allegation. Boom. Now you gotta think, it started right there. Then boom, who next? You got Death Row and Bad Boy. Death Row on fire, Suge them on fire. These niggas finna go have a meeting to come together with each other, which
Jay
this is true
Prince.
shit.
Yeah.
This is true shit. This ain't
Irv Gotti.
this ain't no facts.
I
They
heard
finna
about
get
that.
in there and hey, bro, we don't need these fucking people. We all where we at. Everybody in that fucking room
Quarter
start
chase.
getting knocked off.
That's true.
They start getting took down. Either you took the number that they gave you, which was 200 to 300 million. Either you took the number, either you took that number or you got fucked over.
He going crazy right now.
So either you took that number, think about it. Every major black mogul, it's only one black mogul really standing that still got all of the motion.
Ooh.
Puff. So they had to
And
knock
he's in
Puff
jail.
off.
Yeah,
And
knock him down.
Puff, what
I
they
thought you
trying
meant
to do
still
now?
right now, but they definitely not.
Think about, besides Puff, Hove.
No, but I tell people this, and there's two difference. I know them niggas too.
Yeah.
Puffy's the nigga that if you hot, you can walk straight up to this nigga like, yo, bro, my shit hot, my
Yeah.
shit so-and-so.
Yeah.
Hold on, nigga, let me do some
But
checking.
think about it,
You can't do that no more.
an actual black billionaire off music. These motherfuckers created a case to put this nigga, a RICO is designed for organized crime. One nigga can't be the gang itself.
Yeah.
So you mean to tell me, you know what a RICO do when you fighting a RICO case? They want to take all your assets so you have nothing
Nothing
to
left.
fight with. When you go get a bond, what you gotta have to get a bond? Assets.
Assets.
If you have zero assets, you can't fight that fight. So when niggas get money, think about all the niggas in rap that had to go fight them people in their court.
That's what they did to Murder Inc. They wiped it down. So
Yeah,
They
they
wiped it.
washed it.
They washed their money.
It got too hot.
Mm-hmm.
So when it got too hot, we gotta find a sticky solution within that shit. We gotta find something to attach to fuck the money up.
All the time.
Every major motherfucking rap mogul then got took down on bullshit allegations and it fucked up black wealth. Now you got the last motherfucking Mohican standing damn there. They trying to still take that nigga assets. He went in there, fought them people for some whole more other shit. All these allegations. You mean to tell me a nigga, and I don't even want to use this platform for that, but we talking hip hop and this shit gotta be known. Motherfuckers gotta really know the truth outside of the bullshit. You gotta think, my nigga. That nigga ain't do what the nigga from Abercrombie and Fitch. Them
Hell,
niggas got
nothing.
sentenced
Nothing
the
close.
same fucking day.
And becoming
This
fish,
nigga got caught trafficking children.
and boys and
the
having sex with
motherfucker
them.
got 6 months and a $500,000 fine. You mean to tell me this nigga that's just freaky and want to go fuck him some bitches every now and then and like to watch porn live?
Live porn. That's what I call it. I call it live
The nigga
porn.
like live porn.
Yeah.
This nigga fucking with consensual adults. He got 5 years and y'all trying to take all the assets. That shit bigger than Nino Brown, my nigga. It ain't got nothing to do with what he doing. They weaponized what the fuck he was doing to take a nigga down off the mountaintop, because you got motherfuckers now at the mountaintop where they trying to buy everything out. Look how Scooter Braun just bought motherfucking quality control.
That
That's a Jew. You got motherfuckers
on a humble
buying
like that?
It been
300
since 2 years
million.
ago.
The
This
nigga
is 2-3 years ago, bro. This ain't new. This ain't
so
new.
do the numbers. Do the numbers, my nigga.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, hold on. Before you say that, you see, quality control ain't what it was.
Yeah, but we spoke about this a year ago. What happened to all the
I'm gonna
black
tell you
labels?
what's going on.
It only has a
He's
10-year.
telling you.
I'm
He's
telling you what's
telling
going
you.
on.
He's telling
Let's talk
you.
about
I'm telling
that.
you what's going on. Music is real estate.
Mm.
Music is real estate. It's an intellectual property, my nigga.
IP.
It's an intellectual property. That's all your catalog is.
Mm-hmm.
Michael Jackson ain't get the fuck up out of here based off. He had too much power in intellectual properties. That nigga owned
The Beatles,
half
nigga.
of Sony.
He owned Beatles, nigga. He owned the whole
Catalog from the Beatles,
catalog.
not just the Beatles.
Yeah, I
They
know
just
half
say
the-
the
half of
Beatles.
Sony,
He
though.
owned more than that.
Yeah.
You had Prince on all his masters. R.
Yeah.
Kelly on all his masters. Them intellectual properties. With them motherfucking intellectual properties itself, with those catalogs, my nigga, that shit, you can market and commercialize all of those IPs, and you can put them in movies, put them in commercials. It's way bigger than that. But I'm just
He
giving you.
he touching the bad bit so
I'm
people
giving
can get
niggas
it.
this Dr. Seuss version of
Yeah.
this for
because
niggas to understand.
let me show you how ill it is. The first person that taught me the really big value of royalties is this gentleman right here.
100%.
And I'm gonna tell you what he did. He's like, something happened and he was putting his royalties under one of his family members.
I was gonna put it under my daughter.
Yeah. And he's like, you don't understand. This is just like a house. So it matures in value. So if I'm gone, she's always taken care of. And I'm like, whoa.
If it works, like I got a small percentage of jumping.
Come on.
Right, so
Yeah.
I get a little. The checks came, but you still get money. Boom, boom, boom. So B sample jumping for the new album.
Yeah.
So it's still not fully clear yet. So I know when that shit fully get cleared,
It's over.
It's up, whichever way it is. But those type of royalties, I explained to him.
You live off them shits the rest of your
Forever.
life. So it's pretty much just
Forever.
like buying that strip center across the street. And you got people leasing, and you got every door in that bitch filled.
Yeah.
That's a check every month.
That's why I wanted you to now close out your IP or build up the IP because people needed to hear. That's
So
real
think about
real
it.
estate.
Every fucking major mogul got bought out between 100 million, no more than 300 million. Everyone. Fucking black mogul. Now you got these motherfuckers that was making this money, facilitating these artists, developing these artists, having all these intellectual properties under one umbrella. You think them motherfuckers, you think Death Row ain't generate $1 billion plus off Pop
Easy.
and Snoop alone? You think what Irv and them was doing with Eve, with Ja, them motherfuckers,
Ashanti.
that's a billion
DMX.
at least.
But you know the new,
Jay-Z.
but you
Yeah,
know,
there was all the Def Jam.
But you know what's the new real estate for IP? Because you heard what happened to Gilbert Arenas, right?
What?
Come on.
Yeah, they took his YouTube channel based on his contract. So now he's a worker for his own
For his
channel.
own shit.
Yes, so he can't hire
watch,
nobody.
I was finna get to that.
Yes,
That's
let's
what I
talk
was
about
finna
it.
get to
That's
next.
the new play now.
So the new play is they got you out the way now.
yeah.
Now they control this shit like Wall Street.
Mhm.
So Spotify, all the streamings, so that mean to tell me they didn't create value. They didn't got rid of the actual property that direct to consumer. They got rid of direct to consumer. You get a
Yep.
CD, you get a cassette. That was too much money, and the overhead to buy, we didn't even need to go through them to press up our own shit.
Yeah, it was cheap.
So while we use them, we'll go press up 1 million units. Then they switched the other shit when Tory fucked it up. That's what really did it.
People don't
When
wanna hear
Tory
about
sold
that.
motherfucking
Everybody
million.
keep saying that.
Niggas don't want to understand that them people was like, these niggas getting too smart. So what we finna do? We finna create value within our shit because we own everything. They coming through us with it. So we finna start using their own music, and we only pay them not even a full penny.
It's deeper than that. 'Cause
1
You gotta
million
give,
of
this
a
the
per-
thing.
catalogs and all that.
This the thing. You gotta give it to them. See, you can't
You're too
Gatorade it
intelligent.
on the coach head to
Yeah,
them.
yeah, you see?
You gotta
Yeah,
spoon feed them
he's
niggas.
spoon-feeding
See what
them.
I'm telling you is you gotta for niggas that don't
This
know.
pimp talk,
We
right?
got hood niggas sitting at home don't have a
They don't
motherfucking
know.
clue.
So we can't go
You
far.
gotta dumb it down.
Me and my man's just talking. Everybody buying catalogs and all that. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like, why do they even want them, right? if even a dirt catalog that nobody listening to, they buying it, whatever.
Remember when he
This
said the
thing.
microwave
You
for the
want
stove?
the microwave.
Yeah.
You want to
He
get,
giving you the
see,
stove.
This the thing. You got ADD, my
That's what I'm
nigga.
listening
You got-
I'm finna tell you, you got ADD, my nigga. What I can't do, I'm in chapter 2, and you ready for us in chapter 13. A nigga gotta walk you to that. Cause see, everything I'm doing, I'm walking you to
He walking the
what
dog.
this shit is. And see, them folks gonna take them fucking catalogs and they gonna give it to that shit. They uploading that shit into there, but they been doing that, my nigga.
But this is why
But what I'm saying is, it's even more because in a few years, the kids not even gonna know what's real, what's not. But we know.
Today they don't.
Dr. Dre was here. That's real music.
But
He's
that's
really in the
but see, that's the difference. See, like I say, you running when you need to walk these niggas to how I got to that point. What I'm doing is I'm showing you everything.
Piece by piece.
How it got to that before it even got there, because see, that shit only became as big as it is simply because we've been passing information and we've been making money off the information that we've been passing. So now they didn't just implement that shit for music, my nigga. That's been a psyop
Yup.
within our community before
19
then.
Keys said
now
that.
what they can do with that shit is weaponized. That shit used to infiltrate on totally different levels, my nigga.
Let me ask y'all niggas a question.
What's up, Esso?
Fuck all that, right?
Yeah.
When the fuck do they come to niggas who's not making money and say, I want to give you $500,000? When the fuck do they do that in the music business? They calling niggas who ain't making no beats no more, who's not successful no more, say, hey, you getting royalties? Oh, you get $50,000?
I'ma give you a-
No, I'ma save your fucking life, nigga.
and give you this.
I'ma give you $1 million.
Yeah.
And I'ma buy your shit,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Cause your shit only making $50,000 a
Yeah.
month. I'm gonna tell them about why the fuck? Wait, I'm a whole nigga.
This is the,
I'm finna tell you why.
No,
I'm finna tell you why.
I don't even gotta tell you.
finna-
No, you not. Fuck that real music,
This is
fake
fake
music
music
shit.
shit. I ain't
That
even
got
on that.
nothing to do with this
It
shit,
ain't got nothing
nigga.
to do with that.
I'ma give you the money, right? As a nigga who been here my whole life. Hold on, Rock Wilder. Hold on.
And you ain't touched
Hold
that
on.
never.
Hold on. We getting $50,000 a year on royalties, and they want to give us $500 as the manager. I'm not doing that. Because why they doing that? These niggas ain't never come save me. Them peoples ain't never come save me ever in my life.
I can tell you why.
So if you think
I can tell
they
you
coming
why.
to save you, and I'm gonna tell you every nigga that did it, every nigga I said, don't sell it. Don't sell it. Because if they
This
offer
the
you the
thing.
money, it's something going on
That same
that we
500,
don't know.
You can make 200,000-300,000. I ain't finna. I don't need a nigga pocket watching me. But make that same shit that they finna try to give you. You make that yourself out.
You gotta put work in that.
All you gotta do. This what niggas don't know. Content key now.
Yep.
Content gets the niggas to the product, bro. Long as you on fire, see, niggas don't understand why you think. Let me give you some free game, right? Why you think you seeing rap niggas shooting visuals for 1 minute and they rapping the song and every day it's a different visual with the song? Why you think niggas doing that? You got an algorithm now. You brainwashing niggas now. So what you doing now is you making a nigga get familiar with the song. In your algorithm, it limits you to certain shit. But when motherfuckers attach to that one particular song, it jump in the algorithm and it throw everything the fuck off. You fuck the algorithm up like that. Not everybody attaching it to it. So whoever your followers is, 1 million followers ain't even 1 million followers no more. They went in that bitch to monetize views and shit now. So now they limit that shit. They put a cap on. You might get 10% of the motherfuckers that you see, but you gotta get within the algorithm and the view. More motherfuckers see a story than they do a post.
But the algorithm is controlled to control a narrative. We always said that.
100%.
No, I'm gonna show you
It's
something.
brainwashing.
Esso's good friend Lenny Cook came on this show. This is right when Bronny had the cardiac arrest.
Yeah.
Nobody's there to speak on it. You know,
Yeah.
Lenny Cook and LeBron have that history.
Yeah.
So we're the first ones to put that out. That does nothing views. The biggest video we had of that interview is when he said he don't like playing in China. That shit did 300,000 views. Esso called me and said,
You wanna know why?
I said,
yeah,
why?
we know
because
why.
Because they was
told him.
beefing with China. They wanted to make China look bad.
So they turned the diesel
we're
fuel
gonna
on.
push the we're gonna push the and the China shit was
Who
so
they using? Who
The
they
black
using
people.
to do it?
the athlete, the black people, hip
Black
hop.
folks, think
Yep.
about it. This shit been by design.
Yo,
This shit been by design since the beginning. That's why I say this shit bigger than Nino Brown. All this other shit is, right now, we having technical warfare right now. It's technical warfare on everybody.
that's the new battlefield.
It's a war going on right now in your face every day. But the power now is who control the motherfucking information. In that motherfucking office up there in that White House, that nigga got everybody in there that controls the information. You gotta control the information. You get to pick and choose what the fuck go out there, what can be said, what cannot. They did it with rap, my nigga. So it started in rap from us passing messages because you gotta think, nigga, we went from wearing African symbols to wearing diamonds and gold.
Yeah,
to
wearing
now-
Italian products.
Now, when you think about the 90s, nigga, when we had brands, we was wearing a Nietzsche, we was wearing Fubu, we was wearing Yus, we was wearing Kana. We was putting too much black wealth in the community.
Yes.
So what they had to do, you had Dap down there putting the eyeball on Gucci, putting the eyeball on Louis. That shit started in the hood. But niggas really wasn't. You had dope boys and shit
Wearing that.
was wearing that shit.
That was the only
Regular
ones.
niggas was wearing polo. Niggas was wearing the Kana.
If a niggas had the Gucci sneakers, we was like, my nigga.
Yo,
My
like-
nigga, you got the Gucci
Sneakers
sneakers
on.
on.
Yeah, but think, that shit still wasn't even prevalent.
No, it wasn't. That's what I'm
So
saying. The
when
only
we
nigga
started
from
making
us
money,
that had
they
that
stopped
shit-
making money. So what they had to do, they had to come in and infiltrate, and they started picking and choosing which niggas they wanted to put that shit on that had a voice. Nigga, we finna
influence.
put Pac in Versace.
because the new play now is like what happened with Gilbert.
And he did.
Every content creator now, with their language, is if we give you
Nigga,
this.
it ain't no more DJs, nigga. It's Twitch niggas now.
No, what I'm saying is, based on contract,
Yeah.
they own your channel. That's what they're going for.
But check it.
Yeah.
Nigga, they're using Casanet, Speed, Aiden Ross. These niggas, they getting rid of the flexes. They getting rid of the clues. They getting rid of every major element. Niggas is not paying attention to where we can control the narrative. We letting these niggas control the narrative with the book, my nigga. Where you don't got a DJ no more. You don't got a rapper no more. You got niggas that's getting directly to the kids, talking to kids, and you got Twitch niggas telling you, if you not on here, nigga, you not hot.
But the old niggas, okay, let me defend this technology shit a little
And
bit.
I'm not fucked up
Let
about
me
technology.
defend the technology. I'm gonna be 49 next month. So I'm not no young nigga, right?
Yeah.
Them old niggas is tired. Because you know what they could do?
They can teach these young niggas this shit.
No. They can go to Twitch.
They can.
And they can go and they can say, okay, wait, hold on. Clue can say, oh wait, I'm gonna do my mix on Power 105, right? But my late night shit with the real hip hop come to Twitch, nigga. And I
get
can
your
break
own
records.
shit.
So boom, listen. So all the DJs, if they wanna be a factor, right?
Get on Twitch.
Go get on your streaming channel,
Yeah.
and instead of waiting for your radio station
Nigga.
to stream it, go on
I'm
Twitch.
finna go there with you. Niggas
Stream
create a
this shit.
whole DJ coalition
Listen, on
where
Twitch.
everything get facilitated
Hit it on
through
Twitch,
Twitch.
nigga.
He just does that.
That's what I'm saying.
But the thing
Jazzy
is-
he's gonna say the same thing. It's not. No,
It
you
ain't no
see,
knock.
no.
It ain't no knock to,
not-
to
It
it's
ain't
not
no
about-
knock to him. He's not breaking
that
records.
nigga not relevant.
He's not
to
a
this
record breaker.
He not a record breaker. He not relevant to these young niggas right now.
Mm.
Niggas like Drummer, niggas like Clue, niggas
He's still
like
on the
Who-
radio.
Who
Who Kid, yeah.
They looking. You got younger niggas that's looking up to them niggas as the Godfathers. That's your
DJs.
Grandmaster Flash right now. That's your Primo right now.
Yes.
That's this level of when you seen the coke flows in the 50s and all that. You got niggas now, it's niggas, well, you got the niggas in Atlanta like Esso. You gotta, what we gotta do is get technologically sound
Yes,
and get involved in what the fuck going on right now. And we can use our platforms. Niggas do not know if we quit going on gossip, these motherfucking gossip ass sites, say fuck all that shit getting personal because that shit damaging. What they doing, they being counterproductive to a hot nigga. Because what they doing, they using
Slim
all the
Thug said
black,
the same
they
thing.
using all of the black gossip sites to fuck niggas money up by getting personal, and they not focusing on the fucking music. You too worried about if Chris Brown fucking Ruby Rose and all that. You ain't worried about that's all I want to see. Fuck if you fucking Ruby Rose. I want to learn to dance, nigga. But niggas don't even want to hear the music.
They want to hear the
because
drama.
You got niggas is sitting around worried about, you got civilians worried about street nigga shit. You a civilian, what the fuck you doing worried about a Rico and why you got a nigga that said Whataburger right now, making a nigga a number 5, talking about Young Thug under the Rico. You ain't sold a gram of sugar, nigga.
But
and you worried about
but
that.
Cali, but I've always said this because you understand street culture and street politics. And we said this, and I said this with Esso. Who's the new Pablo Escobar?
The rappers.
Who's the new El Chapo?
The rappers.
Remember we used to know all the mobsters. Hold on.
I beg to differ. They using it, you right, but I'm gonna say why I beg to differ on a lot of shit. They did that shit to infiltrate this thing of ours. Because let's just be all
He agrees. He's saying that.
Yeah.
No, I
100.
agree.
You're saying the
but
same
what
thing
I'm
he's
saying
saying.
is we don't know who the big
this the
targets
thing.
are.
They
So the
control-
rappers are the targets.
They controlling that shit by controlling the narrative. You gotta think, my nigga.
Okay.
50 Cent ain't no different from Denzel. That 50 Cent and Curtis Jackson, 2 different niggas.
Understood.
What they did was they made 50 Cent be more important than a Curtis Jackson because you gotta be 50 Cent all day. When Denzel go do a fucking interview, he ain't Frank Lucas while he doing that interview.
Yeah.
That nigga is Denzel. When that nigga go to Good Morning America, that nigga ain't Lonzo. That nigga Denzel. Rap niggas' problem is this. Rap niggas can't get, they acting ego all day.
Let me tell you
So
something.
where when niggas get out of ego, feel me.
No,
If
no,
you
let him cook.
If a nigga get out of their ego,
We
if
gotta
niggas
bring
start
him
getting
down.
out of ego and start understanding, niggas got too far in the character that they don't know how to jump out of character. So they gotta act like the nigga that they acting like when they get in the booth and when they get in front of character, they trying their ego. They gotta stand on their ego so much that what nigga, I can't be Killa Kyleon and conduct business. I gotta be Kyle Riley when I'm conducting business. I gotta be the rapper when the beat come on. That's what fucked up everything. Niggas' egos.
No,
all this-
but also you said the amount of money we were making,
yeah.
our names became bigger than life. So now you know when a district attorney needs to level up, it's all about
Think
the
about
big
it, bro.
names.
Don't know nigga know you for none of that shit that you say you doing on that rap, but the niggas that need to know.
Yeah, but you're not getting what I'm saying.
No, I'm getting what you're saying.
Okay,
I'm
I cut you
100%.
off.
So if this the thing, whatever you did in your heyday before you became a multi-millionaire, you are not no nigga in the hood selling bricks no more. You not no nigga in the hood doing none of that robbing, stealing, none of that shit no more. You not that no more. You need niggas from the hood to attach to know what the fuck going on in the hood. Now niggas is still trying to be in character. I don't want to hear, I want niggas to understand it's cool for Jeezy to keep, if it ain't cool for Jeezy to talk about dope, why is it cool for Pusha T to keep talking about it? And he talking about dope at the Vatican. Why we even at the Vatican? So shit go totally different deep. Niggas understand that that's just music. Niggas is taking the reality of music and making it like it's reality. But when you look at movies, Al Pacino ain't the Godfather, nigga. But you got niggas is so sensationalized by all that street shit to what niggas don't want to do nothing but keep reliving AZ and Mitch motherfucking legacy. That shit over.
But niggas be having a hard time.
Yo,
Stop telling
over.
niggas shit is over.
Kyleon,
Niggas be mad.
niggas get mad.
Niggas get mad.
when
I
you
be
say
telling
the
niggas
street
all the
shit
time.
over.
No, not just street shit.
ain't that.
The
That's
music shit.
over.
Certain shit just be over,
That shit
nigga.
over.
To be
Man,
over.
I don't want to hear about no nigga that was doing it in 80. It's a nigga 16 years old right now coming down the street in the roads out here.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck about what you had. That shit don't mean nothing.
40 years ago?
Talk about right
Now, nigga.
fucking now.
That's I
And the
tell
thing
niggas.
is, that's why I go back to say, if we get out of our own fucking way, we can get down. Cause you got too many niggas now. It sound like a bunch of old disgruntled niggas doing podcasts and everything now.
And music.
And music.
Okay, all right then. That's all I'm
100%.
saying. Old
I'm
disgruntled
finna
niggas.
say that because
That's
that's
how
why I
they
be
be.
telling you I fuck with you so much because you ain't got no problem with saying certain shit and I'm the right nigga for the job. I don't got no problem with saying the old niggas. That shit was cool when it was cool. And the old rap niggas, that shit was cool when it was cool. Some niggas barely not full and they need to get out the way
Thank you.
for other niggas that need to eat too. That's gonna make sure you keep eating. But it's just like, look what Jordan just said yesterday. Niggas didn't even catch that, how prevalent that was, what Jordan said.
Repeat.
If I could take a pill right now and still play, this nigga had everybody thinking he was finna come commentate basketball. MJ love him to death to go. He the most arrogant motherfucker to the point he want to sit on the island in the throne by himself. This what niggas don't want to tell you about why I like Bron more than I like certain niggas because ego don't come into play. That nigga ego, he want to get out there and compete with these niggas that say
Kyleon.
that they still good to where he don't want to even come get these niggas they flowers and sit down and comment. If you the master teacher, what good are you, nigga, if you ain't finna come out the motherfucking school and start teaching the fucking students? If you can criticize the game and you want everybody to keep praising you as Black Jesus, why you not coming and talking and using your knowledge to the game to make another you? Why
He don't
is you
want it
not
to be
attached?
another him. He want to be the
All
logo.
the fuck I'm trying to say.
He-
He wanted to
he wanna
end
be
with
the
him and
logo.
Kobe. That's why when niggas talk to Kobe shit, I don't want to hear that. Because that nigga wanted to chew, walk, talk, be ball, all that like Mike. That's why Mike only praised that nigga
Yo,
and
but
nobody
when I
else.
say this shit, niggas be so mad at me. I be like, yo, nigga, before Kobe died, he wasn't top 10 and all this shit that everybody
best,
talking
12.
about.
At
wasn't
best, they
nothing.
had
He
him
was
at 12.
16,
And I'm
he
saying
was
all that
16
shit.
or 17.
Now look at how that resonates to music.
Crazy.
How many niggas that you know that's old rap niggas giving the young niggas they flowers like that? Like
None.
you saying.
It's a couple.
It's a couple.
It's a couple, not
It's a
many,
couple.
bro. I say
Like
Jim Jones
will give
fuck with the young niggas.
He'll show young niggas
And then
love.
this the thing.
He fuck with the
They
young
try
niggas.
to hate Jimmy for doing that
Fuck
and
with the
saying
young
he an
niggas.
old young nigga. This nigga a rapper. This nigga ain't in no suit. He's still a street nigga. Nigga, you telling a nigga 50 to dress like a 50-year-old nigga. You wearing our clothes, young nigga.
You wearing our shit.
Nigga,
Man, that
Jordan
shit.
1s came out in 84, nigga. Y'all still wearing them bitches. Dior came out in the fucking 50s, nigga. All this shit y'all wearing.
I had an
y'all
MCM
drip.
hat before they
y'all
had. I had an
drip.
MCM hat when I
Nigga,
was 10, nigga.
Y'all drip ain't nothing but our borrowed old shit.
It's our old drip.
Our old drip is y'all new shit.
It's real shit. And they back to baggy now.
And y'all back to the shit that y'all was talking about.
They back to baggy. That's why I'm like, yo, that's why. But Killa, let
But
me say
this
this.
why
Let me
a lot
say
of
this,
old
Killa.
niggas- go ahead.
That's why we vintage.
Yeah.
They setting it up.
We the
Young-
niggas.
Young bitch. I got more money than him. He's dressing like me. He's
Yeah.
not worldly like me. He don't got the respect like me. He can't even move like
Yeah,
me.
exactly.
Why you with him? The young niggas, we was different from the old niggas.
We was way
the
different.
old niggas was doing that
But
shit.
this the thing.
We rocking the baggy, nigga.
We paid homage to them old
We
niggas
fucked
though.
with those, but I said
We
that.
fucked with them.
Yo,
these niggas
I
think
don't
that
get
they
it.
these niggas think that they above. They think they bigger than the program.
It
We
wasn't.
say.
It was a privilege to be a
fuck
young
with the
nigga
older
and
niggas.
fuck with the older niggas.
niggas.
When the old niggas say, yo, Ran, and I'm 16, get in the car, nigga. Me? Yeah, come on, nigga.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, all right, peace, niggas. I'm leaving the young niggas behind, my nigga.
But
now
this
they
the
don't
thing
get
with
it.
a lot of niggas, old niggas, and I can play devil's advocate on there too.
Mm-hmm.
How you better than me? It's like when I hear niggas talk about the league. I use basketball and sports as a reference to rap because it's one and the same.
Yeah, it's
right?
very parallel.
When you hear niggas say, them niggas was plumbers and truck drivers,
Mm-hmm.
nigga, you niggas do 7 moves before you get to the basket. Back in 80, Joe Dumars would have locked your bitch ass up. trying to get- Nigga, Rudy Tomjanovich would have set your bitch ass on the bench if you did a Euro step, 2-step back, and fade away. Nigga, what the fuck is all these fucking moves you doing? You don't have a skill set. I'm finna resonate that to music now. You got niggas that wanna do anything to go viral. And we was niggas, we was viral and them niggas just cause we was being our authentic self. A nigga can see this shit right now, right? And this the real shit. This 14, this shit that it's 4,000 an ounce for this shit now. So the majority of this shit that y'all seeing niggas on, that shit not real because a nigga can't afford it, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can't afford it. A nigga can go put on a moissanite chain right now,
Yup.
put on a fake ass AP, put on a whole fake outfit, and stand amongst niggas that got real shit on and blend the fuck in because they done made being a fake nigga cool now.
What Hynaken said was maybe niggas is scared to write the real shit down because niggas is going to jail.
But this the thing, it ain't about that. It's about how you unpackage the product. See, it's just like a movie. Gary F. Gray and them didn't go to jail for showing you menace to society and what everything went on in the hood. Singleton didn't get fucked up by, think about it, bro. Snowfall was about Freeway Rick Ross. How can a nigga get that name, run with that name, and then it's a real nigga that's that? And you got niggas that's
And people
fans
don't
of
know
this
that.
nigga saying they don't fuck with that nigga.
The real nigga. The real Freeway Ricky.
No, but a lot of people don't even know that. That Damson Idris is playing a character that the rapper Rick Ross got the name Rick Ross from.
And
That's
I
real.
am a huge Rose fan. That's
Yeah.
why he can't really use the name no more and it be just Rose and Rich forever.
Yeah.
Cause they battling over that name. But I'm just saying we in a game now where that shit cool to do now.
It's crazy that they would battle over that name when we know that's Freeway Ricky Ross.
Yeah.
I would already, you got it, bro.
And
You know
no,
what I'm saying?
and
that,
again,
that is your name,
this
bro.
ain't no knock to that. I'm just using an example because
It's true, though.
Shit,
I
Remy
fucks with Rose.
fuck-
One of my
Remy-
favorite rappers is Ross.
Yeah, but Remy Ma had to do that. Her name was Remy Martin, which
Yeah.
reminisce.
but that's a liquor.
No, but
Yeah.
her,
We
her
talking about
last
the actual
name
person.
is Martin, legitimately. No, I understand. And, you know, Remy is just a short acronym for her real name.
Nah, 100%.
And if she had to go Remy
But a
Ma,
lot of
yeah.
rappers, let's not get away from this. I want everybody to understand 90% of rappers come off actual characters.
50 Cent name is in 50 Cent. 50 Cent real name is from the real 50 Cent from Brooklyn.
From
Yeah.
Brooklyn, yes.
Brooklyn. There was a real 50 Cent.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You got Yo Gotti that come from John Gotti.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Earth Gotti
Earth
comes
Gotti,
from John
yeah.
Gotti.
You know what I'm saying?
It's a lot of
That's
guys.
The
just-
Murder Inc. comes from the old
Old
Murder
Murder
Inc.
Inc.
Murder
The
Inc. from
fucking
Brooklyn.
militia.
Come
Yeah, the
on, bro.
militia.
So a lot of niggas don't know. So I'm saying,
Rockefeller Records.
think about this. And I gotta speak on this because I think the OG getting a bad rap
Ooh.
on how I don't like how Dame getting handled. But in the same time, niggas is getting old and niggas gotta watch a lot of shit niggas say too. But I don't like the fact that Dame is the first nigga that I seen stand up against them people. Nigga, we was, I know everybody seen backstage.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
saw that video. It's
When that
iconic.
nigga was
He went off
dog
on
walking
Def
them
Jam.
niggas.
Yeah.
Don't need y'all fucking money. Nigga, who is y'all?
We put this tour
Nigga,
together
yeah,
ourselves.
we put this shit
You want to
together.
come jump on the tour, nice
This
and
nigga was
successful, and bring
showing
jackets.
you niggas.
Yep.
Let me, boy, I gotta throw my fucking head down. These same niggas that he was defending the cracker now, man. You defending the same cracker he was dog walking. Everything that nigga told you that them crackers was gonna do, he was shitting on them crackers right then.
To their
Shitting on them
face.
every chance he got. He dog walked them
Non-stop.
and let them know, nigga, you a visitor, nigga.
But did that help him because his own black people?
This the thing.
His own black people.
This the
turned on him.
thing.
Okay,
This
go
what
ahead.
they did.
Go ahead.
Again,
Yeah.
we got a price, my nigga. One thing a nigga got that a white boy don't got
He got a price.
is a price,
He got
nigga.
a price. He got a price.
And what the white
got a
folks
price.
gonna do, what you don't know what societies do, what they did for years, they got things called 50-year plans.
Oh.
They got 100-year plans, and they got 150-year plans. This what we finna do, nigga.
my
Hip-hop
grandson.
just started. Think about it.
My grandson gonna enslave y'all niggas.
Yeah,
Yup.
that's the thing, nigga.
And
I'm dead.
That's what I'm finna do,
ego
nigga.
trip off of that.
That house you in, nigga, I'm gonna put you on a 30-year mortgage. After 30 years, nigga, that shit gonna go back to the bank. I run the bank. You can enjoy that bitch right now, nigga.
But my son gonna have that shit. It's
My
gonna be
son gonna be the nigga making you pack all this shit in you all, nigga.
But
when I'm
Kyleon,
old and I'm gonna watch you.
But we have to adopt that because our culture wants instant gratification, especially when it's for self. We get ecstatic for the result to come.
That's why we got a number.
Yeah. However, the white people, if the white person looks like a bum, but he lays out the plan for his great-grandson to be the man, he gets a sense of pride.
So you know what we gotta do?
We have to adopt
We
that.
gotta teach that.
Yes.
And it's some that
Agreed.
teach that. My grandfather here in Houston is one of the most prominent black men in the state of Texas. My grandfather was on the front line for everything. That's why I'm so vocal about a lot of shit, because I come from it. When y'all see the shit that Bun just did, when you see what Bun did at the rodeo, I can talk my shit and pop my shit. Bun wouldn't have been able to do that if my granddaddy didn't create that. My grandfather created the Black Go Texan Committee within the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo to bring black entertainment there. My mother's father done that. My mother's father is on the Houston Sports Authority and Committee and had a seat at the table. But he was a black activist too. When you talk about the El Franco Lees, when you talk about the Mickey Lelands, when you talk about the Black Panther movement, my grandfather was on the front line. My grandfather was on the front line to create a union just like the mob do, to make sure black folks had jobs, to make sure black Democrats and Republicans got in the office in order to fight for us. He laid the foundation for that shit. I can pop my shit and say that as a rapper. You know what I mean? It's shit that motherfuckers are able to do that my grandfather did this. So the foundation was laid on how to have black wealth and obtain it. You just gotta wanna know. See what them folks did with us, they had a whole plan and an objective. Look at my nigga. They had a whole plan, knew this motherfucker was finna come. They had a whole fucking objective to where we finna let these niggas do what they do. But right when them niggas get to the check, see what them niggas don't know, that ain't no money. That ain't no money they playing with. We got a whole nother bag. See, it's a level, nigga. Y'all just on the 3rd level of Mario. We on the 9th, nigga. The prince is in the castle. You getting that little bit of cool money that you ain't never seen, because you got to think we wasn't taught wealth. We wasn't taught generational wealth. But what we was taught, we took our culture, nigga, and our culture was gonna create generational wealth. This the fucked up thing about all our culture. When you come in a black neighborhood, when segregation was ended, the worst thing we could have ever did was felt like we needed to be a part of what they was doing. That strike one that fucked us up. Because you gotta think then, 30s, 40s, 50s, and 60s, the only families that were together and the most married people in the United States
Was the black
was
family.
black family.
Yep.
We introduced everybody to Cadillac because Cadillac during the Great Depression was failing. Niggas wasn't putting their money in banks. We can go right to the motherfucking dealership and cash the fuck out. because our money wasn't in their banks. So what they needed to do, they needed to infiltrate our communities and get us to spend money. That's what a lot of motherfuckers don't know. See, these motherfuckers that ran the banks, our money was never in them banks.
Yeah, my
So
grandmother shit
what
was
we needed to
was
do,
under the mattress.
nigga, think about it,
It was
nigga.
all
What they
cash.
needed to do, we needed to create a nigga and put a nigga in front of these black folks and tell these black
Go
folks,
to the bank.
nah, nigga, no, nigga. We need to eat with y'all. We need to come together. Chinese people ain't never teach motherfuckers. We need to go fuck with the niggas. We need to go fuck with the
white
Jews.
people, yeah.
We need to go fuck with these Mexicans. They
don't
don't
say
never
that.
teach. We need to go fuck with them. We need to go fuck with them. Indians. We need to go fuck with them. We need to go
You
fuck
going
with
nuts.
them. We need to fuck with them.
You see I
they
stopped
don't do
talking?
none of that, nigga. We the only motherfuckers in the black community own nothing. You want to know what our thriving business is in the black community? Nigga, it's a church on every motherfucking corner. They gave us that in the slave quarters. That's the only business we know. That's why when you go in a black neighborhood, the only successful black business is a church. So we sell it like pimping. But when you see the Chinamans, what the Chinese people do, they come to the hood. These niggas don't even know about the grease that they put in their head. They don't know about the white t-shirts they put on their body. They don't know about the weave. Everything that we use cosmetically, them motherfuckers have turned $1 on it and we make no money off that shit.
And they sell it right to us.
You will put, them niggas don't use none of that shit
They
that
just
we
sell it to
use.
us. None of
They
that
don't
fake
even
hair.
have melanin, nigga, in their body.
Yeah.
They body gonna reject all that shit that they selling us. But we will go to them and it'll be a black beauty supply right there. We won't fuck with it.
Not at all.
Because by design, we not doing that.
We gotta
When you
fuck with
go
the
in
other people.
when you go in an Asian neighborhood, you're gonna see an Asian bank, an Asian grocery
Worry,
store,
W-O-O-R-I.
an Asian motherfucking meat gas station. You go in a Mexican neighborhood, Mexican store, Mexican restaurant, Mexican everything. Indian this, Mediterranean this. You go in a nigga neighborhood, everybody out
Chinese
this name
food.
selling a nigga everything.
Pizza.
Chinaman selling you oxtails right now, nigga, and collard greens.
You know what somebody said about a Chinaman, and I never realized this? They're the only ethnicity that can go anywhere in the world and it doesn't look weird. You never hear a black
You know who
person.
made them motherfuckers? We did,
Yeah,
but
of course.
keep going.
But think about it. You never seen a person say, "What's a Chinese person doing here?"
Or
So do
restaurant.
you know everything that they just seen from DEI to everything in the civil rights movement and everything? They just passed the bill for the motherfuckers to have more rights than niggas on American soil.
They get the money.
The fight fixed, my
They give them the
nigga.
money.
And we still getting fixed, but you know what we doing? We influencing kids to not even be able to have a seat in the office. We not influencing judges. We not influencing doctors. We want niggas to entertain. Run, nigga. Jump, nigga. Shut the fuck up
Sing,
and
nigga.
dribble.
Rap, nigga.
Sing, nigga.
Rap, nigga.
Rap, nigga.
You're familiar with New York
100%.
culture, right?
100%.
We have a mayor. I mean, he's not, running back for re-election. Mayor Adams.
Yeah.
All they talk about is him being in the street, smoking hookah,
Yeah.
doing pull-ups. They had called it the black mayor, but now they penalized him for being too hip-hop-ish.
Yeah.
You dig? So even though he lived the life of making it look cool, he got penalized for that.
He OD'd a little bit.
He did OD though.
He OD'd a little bit.
Yo, he would be.
I seen it. I seen it. I didn't want to say nothing.
I mean,
He did what niggas do. He did what niggas do. He did what
But you
niggas
in the
do.
political, but I
He
tell,
got side bitches.
but
paying them.
I tell niggas this,
what
right?
niggas
Like,
do.
but that's cool, right? But we need niggas in the building. It's like it's like this. The white niggas that sell drugs, they wear suits. They
Yeah.
driving around Porsches.
They
You don't-
fucking
we
bitches
don't-
and kids.
We don't, yeah. We don't
white
know.
niggas.
We don't know what
Fucking
they're doing.
bitches and kids.
Yeah, but we don't know what they're doing, right? Us niggas, for some reason,
gotta
and
tell
I'm gonna use
everybody.
Deion Sanders. I'm not gonna talk too much. I said 2 years ago, Deion Sanders had Shador and Shiloh, and he said on TV, I'ma control where my
them niggas
niggas
go.
go.
Yeah.
Right? Hey, Hynaken was like, yo, I fuck with Deion. I told him,
That's the worst shit he
I
could
said,
have ever
Deion,
did.
fuck this
You know,
shit up
I didn't-
immediately. I
Because
said,
the Mannings did it, John Elway's
I
pops
said,
did
no.
it. I know there's a difference.
But let me say it.
Yeah.
One, they're not black. Two, They didn't do it a whole year in advance. That, like you said, the black man got to poke his chest out, right?
Now we got to.
I
We
got to poke my chest out.
Now when we got our moment. When we got our moment, we got to pop our shit.
So since I seen all these other, the Mannings, the Elways, and all them do all this stuff, I'm not just gonna wait like they did. I'm telling niggas in advance, cause I want
and we
niggas
gonna add, and we gonna add,
niggas
this
that
what we gonna
know.
do. We gonna add they God to it.
Yeah.
We gonna add they God to it, not our God.
They
God. Nigga, this on God, nigga, and God has blessed me and did all them motherfuckers is they smiling when a nigga do that. You wanna know why? We gave you that God to praise, nigga.
Yeah. And we gonna make an example of you.
So what we gonna do, nigga, is we gonna show you under that God,
gave them
nigga,
to you.
Under that God that we gave y'all.
We gave it to you.
That we don't even follow.
Yo, wait, talking about, we took the Bible and ripped the whole section out of it, so y'all won't think that y'all really God. We're gonna send it to the white people in the other country and display it in a whole country that most of y'all niggas will never ever get to, nigga. And then we're gonna say, praise this nigga right here. And then at first, y'all so dumb, we're gonna make him blonde with blue eyes and say he's born in the Middle East.
Only here though. It's only like that here.
You know,
it's only like that here.
When they ripped out the book of Enoch, and I had to learn that, I said, whoa.
Nigga, the Vatican got 98 books. We get 28.
28.
Where they tell you about the evolution.
Yeah.
Where they tell you,
you know the image of Jesus, who that comes from, right?
I can go back to the 5% of shit, nigga. You own, you standing on holy ground, nigga.
Listen,
what niggas don't know.
You talk about
the Holy Land here. They don't tell you that, but that's a whole different, that's a whole nother different rabbit hole to go down.
No, I know what you're talking about.
You know what I mean? It's a whole
people ain't ready for that.
It's a whole
niggas is mad because niggas is saying, yo, were we ever slaves for real?
Never.
Yeah.
This is what niggas like, yo.
Never.
They're not
So
understanding.
nigga, they brainwashed you to think that they brought you over all the way on this boat. Nigga, it take us 20 hours to fly to Africa. 20 hours to fly there, nigga.
You ain't riding no boat over here.
20 hours. Nigga,
they got all
nigga, I'm never going back to the motherland because the ride was 18 hours. So you telling me niggas came over here on 4 months on no food and slaving and 6 months of all that and you made it, nigga?
The only boat that niggas was on was the Portuguese boat, my nigga, and it wasn't even a good 2,000 Africans on none of that shit. Niggas had to teach them how to sail. White folks didn't even know how to read a map. White folks didn't know how to sail. The Moors controlled.
I said the Moors. I said same time the Moors was the deal.
And
when did that ever happen?
If I just start giving these niggas knowledge of self, they gonna think it's my ego, but
I'm
a nigga that read. I don't need the internet. I'm a nigga that read. I can tell niggas Egypt was here, and I can prove to niggas Egypt was here. They not gonna want to hear it. I can prove the niggas the boat Noah so-called put all the animals on, that wood came out of Florida. I can prove that to niggas.
No, they
I
not
can
ready for
prove
that.
the niggas that we didn't come on no boat. I can prove the niggas, because I can go back to my lineage to the 1700s. I ain't got an African drop of DNA in my body, my nigga. We Cherokee. We Cherokee.
I'm
Indians.
Blackfoot.
That's all that was here, my nigga. You
Blackfoot
look it.
Indian.
What motherfuckers don't know, when
Blackfoot.
Columbus got here, that nigga seen niggas from here to South America. I had to tell my Mexican partner, where you from? I'm from Mexico City, my friend. I say, what do you speak? Spanish. You ain't from Spain, nigga. You speak the language of your oppressor. We speak English. Who ran the motherfucking, who ran the United States before the actual inheritors of this land? The English. That's why you speak Britain, nigga. That's why you speak. That's why you speak the King's English.
Yeah, King's language.
Niggas don't know that. Like, nigga, when you're indigenous, niggas don't even know what indigenous means. You're indigenous and you're a real inhabitor of this land that you sit on. They hide so much shit. That's why the word, white folks are so arrogant, they hide everything in plain sight.
That's the best place to hide it.
His story,
Black
nigga.
people.
This his story.
Period.
It ain't your story. It's his story. Niggas don't know that. Once we start getting niggas like the po-righteous teachers, like the X-Clan, like PE, them niggas start trying to teach you niggas the knowledge. Niggas didn't want to hear that. Niggas start wanting to be on nigga time. And we got away from the knowledge, my nigga. We used to teach it. I'm going to tell you the beauty of a word while I ain't fucked up about
Kara
the
Ross
word.
already said that the word nigga, they tried to change what
It's
it
king.
meant.
They tried to take the word black. Calling yourself black worse than calling yourself a nigga. Believe that or not. That shit meant the end. That shit ain't never, that shit, nigga, we don't even wear all black to funerals. If you go back to your real heritage and to the real teachings, we never wore that shit. Black meant power where we was from. You didn't wear that shit. Leaders, enforcers wore black. When you went to celebrate a funeral, you wore all white to funerals. Now they do the exact opposite. They wear white when you're born instead of wearing white when you leave, because the reason we wore white because it was a rebirth. But it just go different. Niggas don't know they knowledge. It go a little bit deeper. This the beauty of why I feel like I came to be what I am as a rapper, because I looked at all of the forefathers. And I ain't want to be just a nigga limited to knowledge, because I feel like my voice was strong enough to lead niggas somewhere else and really to teach niggas something else. I got adult children, my nigga, and they very successful right now. And that's because the knowledge that I didn't know and I carried the cross, my nigga, for them to be able, I walk so they can run. And all of the young niggas will be able to do this if niggas get out of the way of ego and start teaching niggas. But niggas is so egotistical to where when they on they spiraling down and it's time for you to sit down and get that knowledge away, niggas don't want to sit down and get that knowledge away, because that knowledge is so important to get these young niggas, because you giving them niggas a cheat sheet, my nigga. That's why you be feeling the way when you go to talking, because it's like, nigga, you know all this and you ain't gonna give it to this nigga? Think about that. Why I'ma know? What good is it gonna do? That's why I'm saying,
yo.
I love Mike. That's why I was telling this nigga the other night, I love Mike, but it pisses me off about Mike that you so arrogant you won't give a nigga that knowledge. But one nigga that studied you, that's the only nigga you act like the best nigga ever, because that nigga studied you to want to be you. You never wanted a nigga better than you.
But let me ask you a question, because I'm gonna say this from my standpoint. I looked in the mirror, and I remember I was going back and forth. I'm gonna say it with them,
Yeah.
going back and forth with them about business, money, everything. I went, I smoked, I rolled up, I went in the mirror, I said, God, why the, part of my friends, I said, why the fuck are you giving me all this information if the niggas right next to me won't even listen, right? Make you not want to even do it no more.
Yeah.
It make you just move on. So yeah, if somebody wants to be like me and they're thorough and they following what I'm doing, I'm saying, okay, he's paying attention to me, he's following the fucking blueprint.
Yeah.
I am gonna fuck with him more.
Yeah.
Because now I never had to talk to Kobe. Kobe recognized greatness.
100%.
It's why I would attach myself to
So
Kobe.
you know why I like other niggas that didn't need no niggas? Cause see, you talking about a nigga. This why I love this other nigga just as equally as I love the other two. I fuck with, and I tell this nigga all the time,
LeBron.
I fuck with him because he ain't have none of that. Both of them niggas had fathers. That nigga didn't have that. That nigga come from the gutter. That nigga had nothing but his mama. Ain't had no friends. So guess what he did when he got friends? The nigga telling the story now for niggas to get, and they still don't appreciate it. Nigga, I ain't want to be alone. I come from a single mother. I ain't have no family. So when I got around my niggas, I got rich. These niggas gotta be rich too. Cause I don't want to be rich by myself. So I'm finna get these niggas and get these niggas together and get rich. These niggas had daddies and these niggas had sons. You mean to tell me a nigga that got in position that come from nothing, Dion, a nigga that got in position, come from nothing, have kids, whether they're not Dion and they not LeBron, you are finna sit here and antagonize these niggas for doing and getting their kids in position. You got a nigga like Trump, mama wrote a whole book and came out and said, this nigga's a dumbass. Not this dumbass that was her son run the country, but it was designed, whether he's an idiot or not, I'ma position this nigga to be great. Jordan son snorting powder and fucking Pippen wife. Dwayne Wade's son, gay and a motherfucker. This nigga's son died on the basketball court, nigga, trying to do what his daddy was doing, and ain't his daddy. But guess what his daddy say? Nigga, I'm gonna keep on hooping because I want to hoop with my son, nigga. I want to do what ain't been done. You mad at a nigga for doing that?
It don't fit the narrative.
You want to know why?
It don't fit the narrative.
Them niggas ain't never had.
No, but for years, the narrative is black dudes are uninvolved in their bad fathers.
Think about it.
Now,
You
look.
got niggas that's what I'm sitting there saying. I'm agreeing with you by saying you got niggas that's jealous because you got to think a lot of them niggas ain't had no daddy. They got daddy issues and mommy issues. To see a nigga come from nothing, you mean to tell me to see a nigga come from ground fucking zero?
Yeah.
Nothing, nigga. And that nigga a billionaire, and that nigga dribbling the basketball, a billionaire, hooping with his motherfucking son, got his other fucking son. Ain't no man told him none of that. And y'all don't fuck with that nigga?
I mean, they gotta be good to me still.
No, it ain't about them being good. Listen to me.
Trump's
You got
mom.
a whole.
I mean, I
you
got a father,
whole,
but they still gotta be good.
Listen to
though.
me. Listen
Good
to
enough.
me.
Listen
I
to-
don't listen.
listen
I
to-
don't give a fuck about them being good. This the point that I'm
Okay.
making. You will see a nigga. I'm finna give you the point to what you saying. I'm gonna segue to what you saying with this point
Okay, go
to
ahead.
make you understand what I'm saying. I'll walk out that door, a nigga will pass by, and a nigga might be mugging. If that nigga look at you wrong, nigga, you gonna be like, bitch ass nigga, what you looking at? Walk out that door and be a white man out there. Nigga gonna say, excuse me.
There you go.
So you see a nigga, your own kind, doing what them crackers did. We cool with the cracker doing it.
I'm not though.
But watch this here. Who give a fuck about them being good? Them niggas ain't on the street. Them niggas ain't
Cause
robbing.
I feel like, what about the other black dude that doesn't have the
Watch this here.
generational wealth, that's not getting the chance
Nigga
that
did
he
exactly
would
what I
normally
wanted him to
get?
do right then. That's jealousy, big brother.
Why? How's that jealousy?
Cause what about the other nigga? That nigga had the same opportunities as this nigga with a father. It ain't these kids' fault that they had a father that could take them to the promised land.
I'm not
That's what
saying.
nepotism is. Whether that nigga good or not, nigga, you finna get right here with me, nigga. And I'm finna make a way to get you 24 million motherfucking dollars. And whether you good or not, you got
But
a
you
whole...
could sit down over here and get 50.
Huh?
You can sit right over here and inherit my 50 million right here.
Why inherit it, nigga?
Right
Watch
here,
this here.
nigga.
I'm finna flip
Because
you
we
up
talking
again.
about our black
Watch this
generational
here.
wealth.
Watch this here.
Reggie,
Watch this here.
Reggie could get the money, and Reggie could
Watch
get
this
a
here.
shot
The
and
nigga-
change more niggas' lives.
Watch this here. Why my son can't do that too? Why that nigga can't inherit 50? But this the thing. I'm gonna go do all the fishing, and I ain't gonna teach you how to fish for your motherfucker.
Yeah, but you gotta be a good fisherman. If you ain't gonna fish good, nigga, we gonna go buy a boat and you employ these niggas to fish.
Why not?
Why-
So watch
why
this
go
here.
buy the boat,
Now I'm
nigga?
finna help him.
Now
I'm
we
finna
all know.
segue to that. Guess what that nigga did while hooping? While hooping, he created an agency for other black kids to be multimillionaires called Clutch. He used his homeboy that he grew up with, a nigga he ain't even know, nigga. Put that nigga in position, gave that nigga his brain power, and say, you know what we finna do that these crackers ain't doing? Nigga, we finna create an agency while I'm hooping. We finna get niggas like Draymond 170 million.
That's
we
facts.
finna get niggas like this 170
That's
million.
facts.
So the shit a nigga saying a nigga ain't doing for his kid, he doing it for 100 other niggas' kids. And the nigga
That
still
was good enough?
dribbling the motherfucking ball, and the nigga...
Killer, but he's
Huh?
doing it for the other kids. It's good enough.
This the thing, he doing it for them, so you mean to tell me, even
They all
if my
black,
son...
Killer. They
Listen
all
to me.
black, though. We
But
talking about
so
all
listen,
black people.
listen,
We're not
so
gonna take
still-
a white person, but we
so
talking
did-
about all black kids.
Do you know, nigga, every white CEO of a Fortune 500 company right now that is the richest motherfuckers on earth ain't graduated from college?
Yeah, I know.
That they inherited.
They put that shit in, they put niggas
inherited
in
it.
position.
They didn't inherited it.
They'll
all
talk,
this
they'll
shit.
teach you.
And don't you know it's a motherfucker that's at Harvard right now and at MIT right now with more motherfucking brain power
Then he is. Then the other
Then the
nigga,
nigga
and he
is.
ain't gonna get the job.
than an Elon Musk. Niggas don't even know Elon Musk ain't the nigga that created Tesla.
Yeah,
They don't even know
he
that.
robbed Tesla from the nigga who created it. That's a
Guess
fact.
who taught him that? His daddy, that was one of the main motherfucking niggas that created apartheid in South America, South
Africa, yeah.
South Africa, and the nigga damn near a Nazi. That nigga didn't know shit but off of daddy money. You got a nigga that nigga say, nigga, this what I'm gonna do. You wanna do what daddy do? I'm finna do you like I just did about 2 weeks ago. They got dads and donuts, daughters with donuts with dads. I'm finna go to school with you. You coming to work with me, nigga. And I'm finna show you the ins and outs. But this the difference. Even though you not your daddy, I'm finna get you to sit on this bench, nigga. And you finna be not only a student, you not only gonna be a nigga that's sitting on the sideline knowing the game, you gonna know the ins and outs of what the money do. But you gonna be able to say, I played the game, so now I can go out here and I might not have been as good. You got coaches that wasn't even champions.
I feel that.
So they just sat on that bench and might have been the ninth nigga on the bench. But now you in the game, now you know when I sit down, clutch yours. You able to tell niggas the game that don't know the game, a nigga that might be as good as you. Now you Bryce big brother. Your little brother coming under you. Your little brother might be better than you. Now you get to teach your little brother the ins and outs and shit that you didn't know. One hand wash the other, cut off your right, your left ain't gonna know what to do. So we gotta get out of that mindset that a nigga gotta be better when you was a nigga better than a lot of crackers and they wouldn't even put you in front of that cracker.
That's a fact. That's 110% fact.
We seeing a nigga break the curse, bro. We watching a nigga break the curse.
In real time.
We watching a nigga every day. That's what I argue with my niggas about. It ain't just basketball. You watch the nigga that didn't even have a Phil Jackson. That had to do it himself
Greg Popovich.
with nothing. And had to go play against these niggas that the nigga that he looked up to idolized more than him and had that same skill set, but he ain't also have to be one-dimensional. The nigga had to guard everybody on the floor and make everybody better. So I gotta make all these niggas good. The coach don't know what the fuck he doing because this is first year. I gotta tell the coach what the fucking setup, and you mad that I got all this motherfucking game and I ain't got what them niggas got. I ain't gotta not think for myself. Jordan had Phil. Kobe had Phil. Them niggas ain't have to think for themselves. All you got to do, Jordan, is score. Pippen did everything Jordan didn't want to do. And did it, if not better, just as good. This nigga ain't never had that. And to see a nigga break a curse is all I'm saying is, this ain't dick riding. This homage in its rarest form that I get to watch a nigga that ain't have his daddy like me in the house. My daddy was around, but he ain't have me. I get to watch a nigga come from the projects, nigga. Ain't sell dope, ain't rob, shoot, steal, or kill, and he the nigga. And I get to watch niggas hate him and watch white folks try to make other niggas hate him for being that good. Jordan had his daddy. Kobe had his daddy. This nigga had none of that. This nigga is the epitome of what niggas come from. He come from nothing. We come from nothing. I wasn't in River Oaks, nigga. I was in Trinity Garden dead end. I had to do what I had to do to get bread. This nigga didn't have nothing but his mama and broke the cycle, and we mad at that nigga for breaking it? We hate that nigga. But we love this other nigga that had all this shit. We can love that nigga too. We love that nigga too. I love that nigga too. I just love this nigga's story more than I love the other two niggas' story because the nigga did it from scratch.
Listen, that's the perfect way to end this joint right here. We didn't even get a chance. Let me say this.
It's a lot more to talk.
Next time we come back, we gonna have a part two. We didn't even get to talk about the landscape of Houston and music and all that
Relationships,
shit, which is
he was
crazy.
giving game,
Because I'm gonna say this: when we talked to Thug, I thought we was gonna talk about way more music with Thug.
No.
But
We
he
talked
gave us
about
a
more
lot
life with Thug.
Like yo.
We talked a little bit about the
And
music.
I'm gonna tap into that because that's my counterpart.
Because you talked more about life too than we didn't even talk about.
We OGs now.
But the Houston mindset,
It's
y'all
special.
mindset is different. Just the way that y'all are thinking and talking, people wouldn't even think that y'all are coming with that cerebral side of it. Everywhere we go, everybody's talking about music and business and music and business.
We took
y'all
that.
talking about heritage. Y'all talking about culture.
History, real history.
We learned from y'all.
Generational wealth.
Yes.
Loyalty.
Mm-hmm.
Respect.
Yes.
How you come to fucking deal with somebody, who you come through.
Yeah.
Pause. That's what used to go on. But it seems like down here with the people that's really moving and shaking and of age, it's still going on here.
Because we trying to keep it.
But the niggas at home that's 45, 49, 50, 40, they want to be YNs. And I'm not saying dressing like the YNs. I'm talking about thinking like the YNs.
We not on that.
Compete with the YNs. That's what they
We
on.
we seen the finish line by looking at niggas. We had a to-do, we had a how to do. We not niggas that got the box and looked at the picture and said, I'm finna put it together. We the niggas that seen y'all open the box, read the instructions, and seen y'all wins and y'all losses and said, we don't want to lose. We it's different here. We don't have what y'all have. Y'all got so much accessibility. We don't have none of that. So we had to take whatever access was given and we had to multiply that shit times 1,000. And now that we got where we are, we trying to influence everybody else that this the way to keep it, run with it, and really take this shit, because music ain't nothing but an outlet to get to some more money, because your influence is really designed for you to make more money, because you can use your name just like goddamn Credit Karma, nigga. Your name is there. Your name fucked up, that's bad credit. Your name good, you get to go in doors that a nigga with a name bad can't go in.
Listen, I got one more question. What's the money commandment that you live by? Which means something that you do to ensure you're gonna keep money flowing in and out of your pocket.
So one of my money commandments is you gotta find other ways to make money other than what it is that you do. You use what you do to get you to more other money, but investing. I believe in gambling on myself. You know what I mean? I don't want to wait on no another nigga to dig in this. We got a line down here called sugar daddies. That I ain't got no sugar daddy. Ain't no nigga gave me no money and told me to run. Whatever I'm good at, I'ma use that and apply that to what I'm doing to make the bread, and I'm gonna find other ways to invest. And motherfuckers gotta find other ways to invest that makes money all the time. You gotta think, niggas gotta buy land. That 40 acres and a mule, that shit real. Get out here and buy land, buy the hood back. Grandma house, nigga. Grandma house worth money. Learn the business. See, niggas like music but don't know the music
Business. They hate it. It's scary.
You gotta learn
them.
once you know the music business.
It scares them, bro.
And
It scares them, bro.
you understand the music business, that's the way to really get to the money. You know what I'm saying? Because
that's the premise of this show.
Yeah.
The whole premise of this show
so you
is
gotta
to
know,
highlight the
because
music
you gotta think,
business,
just like the
entertainment
rapping,
business.
just like rapping, when you get to a certain point, basketball, your body give out. Rapping, age come in the factor, and niggas run out of shit to talk about if you're not a creative. And if you're not a creative and you run out of shit to talk about, you gotta damn near know the business in order to put another nigga in a position.
You gotta be able to pivot.
You gotta pivot.
Get your old ass out the
You
way.
got a Euro step.
Yeah, boom, boom. Get your ass up out
if
the
you
way.
can't dunk no more, that nigga
Pass
went
the
from
ball.
Air
Floater.
Jordan to
I'm
what?
a float.
You gotta know
Or
how to
you
do
pass
that.
to the open
Land
man.
Jordan. He with the
Or
land
Or
Jordan
you
in
pass to the
Washington.
better
That
player.
nigga went to land. That nigga went from Al to the nigga shooting
Land
fadeaway.
Jordan. He was Land
You
Jordan.
gotta have
nigga.
multiple moves,
talking
nigga.
about?
So
Lay Jordan.
yeah, my money commandment is get the money, and you gotta invest the money, and don't be scared.
All right, I'm gonna end this right
This
here.
was amazing. Sit
All
down.
y'all young dudes that think we're not telling y'all what to do, trying to tell you how to make the money, the blueprint is still out here. Maybe not, it's not a lot of people that's following it, but you wanna come get it, feel what it's about, come down to Texas. Everybody's talking that talk. From
Man, go
Flip-
to your OG.
Nah, listen.
Nah, Kyleon,
in certain
it's different.
areas, you can't
It's
go
di-
to
this
the
is-
OG.
They gotta come here.
I'm telling them where they gotta
It's
come.
infused in here.
Yeah, it's here. Every person we talk to,
Thinks
Flip,
like, yes.
JQ, Slim Thug, and you. All y'all talking that same buy your shit, nigga. Flip had us at the fucking bingo shit. He got 3 bingo spots with the fucking food truck outside, with the fucking exotic pop. And I'm talking to Bun B. Bun B got chill burgers and he got exotic pop and chill burgers and all the rest of that stuff. No, we're not doing that on the East Coast. I'm just keeping it 110% fact.
They're just getting a high-end car and paying a exorbitant finance on it.
If y'all want to learn
really
this
it,
game,
Kyleon.
y'all want to get in this game, I don't know how y'all gonna do it, but if you're trying to rap, you're trying to make money, trying to do your thing, down here is where they doing it. They doing it in Texas. They doing it in the Bay.
Atlanta.
Still. They're doing it in Atlanta still. Get the blueprint. Y'all always thinking, y'all the moniker around town is the country niggas is slow and all that. That's false. That's not
You're gonna
fact.
get your shit rocked, bro.
Get in, get where it's going, and get it done. Bagfuel. Before we do that, tell them how they can find you on
Man,
social
you can find me
media.
on everything, Killa Kyleon. All things Killa Kyleon.
Spell it for them so they
Killakleon. I'm on Spotify, Tidal, I'm on everything, and I'm the baddest motherfucker here with a microphone.
Yo,
I am definitely that. We ain't get to that.
that
No, we're doing the
that's
part
next
2.
time.
We ain't get to that.
We're doing the part 2,
Go
though.
ask your favorite rapper, nigga. They gonna tell you, nigga. That
got
nigga
bars.
him. That
He
nigga
got
him.
bars.
Yes.
Bagfuel, we out of here. You heard?